There is another case of measles in western Washington. Experts say it's connected to SeaTac International Airport.
He is being called a hero this morning. An Oregon football coach tackled a student who brought a shotgun to school.
A local woman says she is hoping her new phone app will save lives. This morning, we are telling you about the need for it in the trans community.
5 a.m. on our Monday morning. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News. I'm Jen York.
And I'm Amanda Rowley.
And I'm Evan Narani.
And boy, it was a wet and windy weekend.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it started getting a little sunny.
We did. I mean, we rounded out the week. Friday, Saturday brought a little bit of rain, additional rain. And then as we headed towards your Sunday, you were saying you were out fishing this weekend.
Yes, it was windy, but we got a little sun.
Yeah,
little
you saw the transition,
yes.
right?
Yes. Snack of the sunshine.
Much appreciated.
Exactly.
I attribute Tom's sunshine dance that he was doing this week.
He's got a good one, right? He should break it out this week because
Yes.
I mean it should be a generally nice week. There are a couple lingering showers, of course, but otherwise going to be looking at skies like this. Look at that view of the moon right now to start off the day.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty much just a couple scattered clouds outside right now. It's going to be a generally calm week. A couple periods of some breezy winds coming through, but otherwise going to be seeing mostly sunny skies for today. We just saw the full moon about, I think it was Friday that the official full moon was. But right now we're waking up to temperatures primarily in the upper 40s. Temperature's going to warm up to about 51 degrees by 8 a.m. Just a couple clouds lingering throughout the day. 61 will be that temperature by the time we get to just noon, and then that afternoon high just around 5 p.m. should come at about 65 degrees. A couple spots. Central Washington going to make it to the 70s for today, and then that gradual warming trend is going to take place all week long. Now, as we mentioned, a bit of a breeze still outside. Yesterday, we saw gusts in the 30-mile-per-hour range over the evening hours. So a lot of those winds are just generally calming from what we saw yesterday now into today. 12-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Coeur d'Alene, 15 in Sandpoint, 9 in Spokane, and 14 in Ritzville. Again, these numbers should be declining as the rest of the day goes on. Outside, satellite radar indicating pretty calm skies outside. A couple showers that haven't made their way over the Cascades, but keeping the west side a little bit wet to start off our Monday morning. But aside from that, just a couple clouds lingering as the day goes on. So going into the rest of your week, we're going to see those temperatures gradually warming up. We should be looking at upper 70s by your upcoming weekend. That's the good news. And a couple cases of lingering showers here and there, but otherwise looking at mainly dry conditions. 5:02, let's take a look at what we've got on the roads right now to start off our day. So far, things have been pretty calm. Not many people hitting the roads quite yet. I would say about an hour or two from now is when we'll see kind of that capacity reaching amount of cars on the roads, but right now things are looking pretty nice across I-90. We'll let you know if we see any changes on the way. I will send things back to you, Amanda and Jen.
Evan, thank you. Yeah, traffic pretty light this morning
yeah,
at 5 a.m.
as of 5 a.m., 6 and 7, we see things pick up.
Evan, thank you. Coming up on 5:03 now. Well, the number keeps growing. Health authorities confirmed another case of measles in Washington state, and that brings the number up to 6. Authorities say all of the cases are in western Washington. They are all connected to a traveler at SeaTac International Airport.
Yeah, they say the person was likely at the airport on the morning of April 25th. The newest case involves a woman in her 40s who lives in the Seattle area. Health experts say all of the cases have been adults except for a teenager in Snohomish County. Well, today an Oregon teen accused of bringing a shotgun to class will appear in court.
No one was hurt when it happened on Friday, and that's all thanks to a football coach. Many are calling him a hero this morning. Keenan Lowe is the Park Rose High School's head football coach. He is also a former Oregon Ducks wide receiver. So when he saw a student come into class with a shotgun, he tackled the student.
Lowe called it the longest fraction of a second of his life. Students described the brief yet traumatic situation.
Me and my classroom, we started locking the doors. We sat down on the floor near the walls, away from the windows.
Everyone got under the tables.
We just all got down and cut off the lights, and yeah, we were just trying to stay quiet as possible.
The next day, Park Rose seniors attended prom. It was a memorable event that would have never happened without Lowe taking action. Lowe is also getting some attention from professional athletes. The Trailblazers' Damian Lillard praised Lowe for his quick thinking. He also reportedly gave Lowe tickets to Game 3 against the Warriors.
In that situation, you know, a lot of us would freeze up or kind of back out and not know what to do. And for him to take that type of stand and to, you know, go and tackle the kid and protect all those people and himself, you know, I think just, you know, that's a real hero move.
Students will return to school today. School leaders say there will be counselors and extra security on hand. Well, burning the pain away, that was the message behind a temple burning ceremony in Florida. Mourners burnt the wooden temple down. It was built as a memorial for 17 victims of the Parkland school shooting. It has been more than a year since a gunman entered Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School and killed students and staff members.
Dozens of people gathered this past weekend to honor the victims. They watched as the Temple of Time burned into flames. In it were flowers, teddy bears, and messages of love for the victims. The artist who created the tribute set it on fire, calling it a form of therapy. An explosion overnight outside the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad is adding to the growing tension between Iran and the U.S. Tehran-backed militias are accused of firing a rocket near the embassy.
President Trump issued a tough warning to Iran just days after saying he does not want to go to war. The president tweeted, "If Iran wants to fight, that will be the official end of Iran." Iran leaders say they are not seeking war.
Meanwhile, a Michigan congressman is calling on Congress to move against President Trump. He's accusing him of obstructing justice. It's a first for Republican leaders. Congressman Justin Amash says he wants the president impeached.
The congressman says the Mueller report shows the president has engaged in impeachable conduct. He also says Attorney General William Barr misrepresented the report. Backfiring, President Trump accused the congressman of having an ulterior motive. He also tweeted there was no collusion and ultimately no obstruction. It is 5:06 now. It's a first-of-its-kind app, and it aims to help a vulnerable community. A local woman says it is a resource and a tool for people in the transgender community. KREM 2's Kira Alfallen is live in studio this morning, and Kira, she is telling us why there is such a need for this app. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Well, Robbie Anthony is a software developer and the executive director of an organization called Solace. Thanks to her and a team, this app will soon be in the hands of trans individuals across the nation and later even Mexico. The app called Solace is a tool for trans individuals to help them map out their transition while getting the most accurate and credible information. About a month ago, Robbie and her team were involved in a competition that happens to be the only LGBTQ startup weekend across the world. They competed with groups from New York, the Dominican Republic, and even Canada, and took first place with this app. That's when they knew they had something special, and Robbie's personal experience as a woman in transition only made her realize even more just how important it would be to release this app to the world.
I know how difficult it is to move forward on what's already a difficult road that is transition. And we interviewed a number of people, and we found out that the financials are an aspect that holds people back, the community, but access to information is something that makes people unable to move forward. About 41% of people who are trans attempt to commit suicide at one point in their life. I want to drive that number down. If providing accurate information can put any sort of dent in that number, that would be the highest calling of this type of application.
The app will give trans individuals the means to navigate medical, legal, and social challenges involved with transition. The app was recently revealed to the public, but should be available for use soon. Robbie says she is still trying to raise money to help with some of the funding since app development is pretty expensive. So if you're interested in donating to the cause, you can find a link on our website at krem.com. Jen.
All right, Kira, thank you so much for bringing us that story. It is 5:08 now. A Washington high school threw a special graduation for one of their own, and it's one her classmates say is well-deserved. Well, Game of Thrones, did you watch it? Some fans caught another beverage mishap in last night's final episode.
And we saw plenty of rain over the weekend, and to start off this week, things are looking pretty clear. We'll be talking about any chances of precipitation to maybe throw a damper on your week. We'll be talking about all of that after the break.